Nestled in the northern part of Hyogo Prefecture, Kinosaki Onsen is a hot spring town that has existed for over 1,300 years, a place where Japanese traditions are preserved almost entirely intact. In this journey, I'll take you along to explore willow-lined streets, soak in the warm mineral waters at 7 famous public bathhouses, stroll in a traditional yukata, stay at centuries-old Ryokan inns, and savor a snow crab feast bursting with the flavors of winter. If you've never been to Kinosaki, this travel documentary will guide you through all of those signature experiences. Day 1. Kinosaki, Yukata, Onsen, and snow crab. I began my journey from Tottori Station, heading toward Kinosaki Onsen, a hot spring town famed for its timeless beauty and tranquility in the northern part of Hyogo Prefecture. From Tottori, I boarded the limited express Super Hakuto, a rapid train connecting Tottori with Kyoto. After about an hour, we arrived at Hamasaka Station, where I transferred to the local Sanin main line. From there, it was a little over an hour to reach Kinosaki Onsen Station. Though it's a small town, Kinosaki has a history stretching back more than 1,300 years. Right in the center flows the gentle Otani River. As soon as I stepped out of the station, I could tell that Kinosaki Onsen was a unique place. Willow trees lined both sides of the river, their green branches hanging low over the water. The entire town felt like one big Ryokan. Everywhere you look, there are inns, eateries, and public bathhouses. Wearing a yukata and wooden geta sandals to stroll around is the norm here. Nearly everyone does it, from adults to kids, whether locals or international visitors. If you stay at a Ryokan, you're usually provided with a yukata to wear outside at no extra charge. Even if you're not staying overnight, you can still rent a yukata for about $7 to $10, depending on the shop. I put on a yukata, slipped into geta, and began a leisurely walk. Along the way, I came across a charming little cafe. Since I had arrived early, I took the opportunity to step in and order a coffee and a pudding. After that, I decided to try some street snacks. I chose grilled shrimp and scallops. The mildly spicy flavor combined with a sweet savory sauce made the dish incredibly appealing. I ate while sitting on a small bridge overlooking the Otani River. Beneath me, fish swam in the clear water, such a peaceful scene. Continuing my exploration, I came across a stall selling steamed buns filled with Tajima beef, Hyogo's renowned local specialty. Each bun cost $3.50, generously filled with tender, richly flavored meat. Besides street food, Kinosaki is also famous in winter, from November to March, for snow crab. During this season, most Ryokan serve dinners featuring crab prepared in various ways like steamed, grilled, or as sashimi. I was really looking forward to enjoying a full crab kaiseki meal tonight.
These cold, frigid waters are perfect for creating chili caught here in...
As I ventured deeper into town, I noticed Kinosaki Onsen still preserved many old-time elements. There was even a traditional Japanese shooting game parlor, an old-fashioned pastime that's still in operation today. Nearby were small artisan shops selling handmade pottery, wood crafts, and souvenirs. I arrived at Ryokan Mikiya, one of the most famous and oldest ryokan in Kinosaki, with over 350 years of history. It's one of the region's most renowned inns, not just for its age, but for its rare three-story wooden architecture, officially recognized as a national cultural property of Japan. Interestingly, this ryokan is also linked to author Shiga Naoya, one of the key figures in modern Japanese literature. He once stayed here and even mentioned Kinosaki in his writings. For the Japanese, this place isn't just a lodging. It holds deep cultural value. The shared lounge is designed in a modern Japanese style, simple, quiet, and perfect for relaxing or reading. There's also a small library with about 250 books, mostly novels, art books, and some English language titles for international guests. Behind the ryokan is a spacious Japanese garden, about 990 square meters, with a koi pond and stone-paved paths. What's special is that the pond is fed directly from the Otani River, creating a close connection to nature. My travel companion and I sat on the room's sofa facing the garden. The staff brought out a welcome treat. Danjiri Taiko, a famous local sweet from Kinosaki. In the lobby, there was a yukata selection area. Each guest could choose a yukata to their liking and bring it to their room. For women, the staff also provided a simple sash to make dressing easier. The overall welcome atmosphere here was very warm and friendly. When being guided to the room, the staff gave a thorough explanation. From the entrance and location of the baths, to the rotation schedule of the public baths between men and women, and how to use the room. That night, I stayed in room 22 with a dinner package that included a full crab kaiseki meal. The total cost for two people was around 206,800 yen. Just over $1,300. The room measured 106 square meters and had been newly renovated in 2022. Inside was a blend of traditional Japanese and Western styles. There was a tatami room for tea or entertaining guests, and a Western-style sleeping area. From the Engawa veranda, I could look out over a private garden just behind the room. The setting was quiet, and a light rain was falling that day, which made the atmosphere even more serene. I sat at the table by the window, sipping water while watching the rain. The room came fully equipped: TV, free minibar, a large wardrobe with a mirror, filtered water, and San Organic Tea, a well-known Japanese brand. Yukata and a jacket were neatly prepared in the closet. The toilet and vanity were separated and designed to be compact, yet modern. A nice touch was the use of Osaijai personal care products, a popular Japanese natural cosmetics brand. Most notably, the room included a soaking tub made of hiba wood, a fragrant, high-quality wood from Japan, as well as a private steam sauna. Next, I visited two of Kinosaki's 7 famous public bathhouses, Tsutsuji no Yu and Iragi no Yu. Each had its own unique style. Tsutsuji no Yu featured a bath divided into 2 sections by a wooden wall, creating a sense of separation while maintaining flow. The hot spring water here was a sodium calcium chloride type, great for heat retention, and very pleasant even after soaking for a while. The bathhouse was spotless, with shampoo and other amenities readily available. Next was Hiragi no Yu, which had a more open space and a window view of a garden filled with azalea bushes. The flowers hadn't bloomed yet when I visited, but the greenery still made the space feel fresh. Ryokan Mikiya has a special room that once hosted the famous Japanese author Naoya Shiga, one of the greats of modern Japanese literature. He stayed there for about 3 weeks and wrote his well-known work at Kinosaki during that time. I had the chance to visit the room, which is still preserved in its original style. The Ryokan owner, Mr. Kataoka, showed me some old black and white photos from the early 20th century. Back then, the Ryokan had 2 buildings facing each other, but both were destroyed in the massive earthquake of 1925. Only one was rebuilt, the one I was staying in. Across the street now stands just a parking lot. He also told me that Shiga Naoya once said Kinosaki was the ideal model for a Japanese onsen town. According to him, the place has maintained its calm, hasn't become overly commercial, and people come here truly to rest, not just to check in. I also learned more about how onsen towns in Japan have changed over time. In the past, onsen were places for extended stays. People would live there for a month, cooking for themselves. But starting in the 1950s, as tourism grew, Ryokan shifted to offering shorter stays and hosting banquet-style dinners. Kinosaki took a different path, setting limits on the size of baths in Ryokan to encourage visitors to go out and enjoy the public bathhouses instead. And indeed, the most iconic image of Kinosaki is people walking around in Yukata, visiting each bathhouse as part of their relaxation journey. I believe that this choice to preserve tradition is what makes Kinosaki so unique and memorable. Here in Kinosaki, Ryokan stays include access to all 7 public bathhouses, and you can soak as often as you like all day long. Their website even shows real-time updates on how crowded each bathhouse is. Dinner was served in a cozy, private traditional room. We had chosen the kaiseki snow crab meal package. I ordered a local sake called chikusen, while my companion chose non-alcoholic beer. We raised our glasses to celebrate a special evening meal. The meal began with an appetizer: cold simmered eggplant and eel wrapped in a layer of dashi gelatin. Next came fresh scallops from the bay, sweet and tender. Then crab miso tofu, lightly rich and served with a slightly salty broth. The highlight of the evening was charcoal grilled crab, cooked right at the table. The aroma from the grill filled the room, and I couldn't wait to dig in. The crab meat was piping hot, tender, and full of rich, natural flavor. Then came steamed crab, large and visually stunning. Compared to the grilled version, the steamed crab was even sweeter and softer. I paired it with crab vinegar for a light, refreshing balance. Next was crab tempura. This dish preserved the crab's freshness while adding a delightfully crispy texture. I hadn't expected to enjoy crab in so many different ways. It felt like the entire meal revolved around a crab universe. For dessert, we had matcha-flavored kuzu mochi with slices of fresh orange and a sea salt cookie made from local salt. What truly sets Kinosaki Onsen apart is its lively nighttime atmosphere. While many hot spring towns in Japan tend to go quiet early, with lights out and shops closed, Kinosaki stays vibrant, glowing with the lights of late-night eateries and izakaya still serving customers well into the night. The public bathhouses stay open until 11 p.m., so you can easily relax in the hot springs after an evening stroll through town. Day 2. Morning at the Ryokan and private onsen bath. Good morning from the Ryokan. The sky was clear today, unlike yesterday's rain, with cool, pleasant weather. Breakfast was served in the same private dining room as dinner the night before. It was a traditional Japanese breakfast, beautifully arranged on a wooden tray. There was grilled dried flounder, firm, slightly charred on the outside, served with steaming white rice. The miso soup unexpectedly included crab meat, giving it a sweet, delicate flavor without being too salty. A bowl of freshly made tofu was smooth, soft, and light in taste. The set also came with boiled vegetables, pickles, a simmered dish, and tamagoyaki, Japanese omelet. A complete, authentic Japanese breakfast experience. After breakfast, I headed to the library lounge. There was a free coffee machine and sofas facing the garden. I poured myself a hot cup and flipped through a few pages of At Kinosaki by Shiga Naoya, the book I had heard so much about during this trip. The Ryokan has 2 private onsen baths available for guests to enjoy before checking out. I tried both. Rajitsu no Yu was a wooden bath filled with the natural fragrance of hiba wood. It smelled amazing. No reservation is needed. Just check if it's vacant and step in. The tub fits 2 to 3 people, with comfortably hot water and a mild steamy atmosphere. Futami no Yu felt more modern, finished with black granite, giving it a more luxurious feel. It was spacious, and the bath was already filled, ready for a soothing soak before departure. Checkout time is 11 a.m., but if you have time to spare, your public bath pass remains valid until 1 p.m. Before leaving town, I took a walk around the central area one last time and made my way to the station for the journey home. Two days in Kinosaki Onsen went by quickly, but left me with many lasting memories. If you're looking for a place to truly unwind, slow down, and savor each moment, this destination is well worth your consideration. Thank you for watching until the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out more of my upcoming travel vlogs. See you on the next adventure.